Yes.
He said, we contracted temporary marriage, giving a handful, uh, tails of flour as a dower during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger and during the time of Abu Bakr until Umar forbade it in the case of Amr bin Hurayth, right? So basically, during the time of the Prophet and also during the time of Abu Bakr, which is after the Prophet, muta was allowed until Umar came and said, no, this is not allowed. So who is Umar to tell me that I cannot do muta?
Okay. Since you are
If
not
it's
aware,
allowed, if it's allowed in the Quran, if it's allowed in the Quran, and
I'm
people
coming.
after the Prophet did it, why is Umar telling me not to do it?
Okay, since you like to tap into Muslim sources, and when it suits you, and run away from it when it doesn't suit you. So, but there is a hadith, a clear-cut hadith. You know what is a hadith?
Yeah, of course I know. What is a hadith, bro?
What is a hadith?
Hadith is a narration that is ascribed to the Prophet.
No, a hadith is the saying of Prophet Muhammad, the actions
That's
of
really
Prophet
what I
Muhammad.
said.
That can I finish? I asked you, you did not give me a correct definition. I'm giving you, helping you to give you a definition, and you are interrupting. A hadith is the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, the actions of Prophet Muhammad, and the things he saw and let it go and permit it. So Prophet Muhammad says, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, Ali ibn Talib reported, Ali, the people you guys take, some take as a god, some take as a messenger, some overpraise him. He said, the messenger of Allah forbid the muta of women and the eating of domestic donkeys on the day of Khaybar. Do you accept this?
So this hadith, I believe, is
Okay.
a fabrication. Yeah, I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why, don't worry.
No, I'm coming. Now, no, this is in Sahih Bukhari and Muslims, and the most authentic book. Since you tapping into you were tapping into Sunni's book. Now we give you a Sunni the most authentic Sunni book, which is Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. You said it's fabricated. Do you know how chain of narration happens?
Of course, bro.
Can you give me why this
not...
hadith is fabricated?
Bro,
No,
you
since
don't
you
know
know
anything,
how
bro.
chain
Trust
of
me.
No,
Listen,
I'm coming. Since you know
Go
how
ahead.
chain of narration, how we classify hadith, give me how Muslims classify hadith, and give me how this hadith is fabricated. Give me the weak chains in this hadith.
Yeah, so the issue is that if you say that this hadith, right, you bring me the hadith of the Battle of Khaybar, this is directly contradicting the hadith that I gave you. So which hadith am I supposed to take?
I told you that hadith is the teaching of Prophet Muhammad. You said Omar forbid it. Yes, Omar can forbid something which has to do with him. That's not Islam. That has nothing to do with
No,
this one. It's a direct teaching from Ali ibn Talib.
You're not understanding.
No, hold on. After Prophet Muhammad, you guys value Ali ibn Talib.
No. Look,
The most.
you're not understanding. Look.
Can I finish? Let me finish.
Okay,
I'm coming.
Finish.
Yeah, let me finish. Ali said, Prophet Muhammad during after the battle of Khaybar, Prophet Muhammad forbid them muta marriage and the eating of domestic donkeys. So, and there is another hadith that I will help you with. He said, this one too is in Sahih Muslim, it's in Ibn Majah, and it's in, I think it's in Bukhari, I'm not sure about that one. He said, oh people, I had permit you to do muta with woman, but Allah has now forbidden it until the day of resurrection. Whoever has any of them, let him release her. This is in our hadith. Since you like to tap in our hadith, you have to take anything from us.
Yes. Okay, can I respond?
If you are saying a hadith is fabricated, you have to give me why and how it is fabricated.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me respond. Look, you gave me a hadith where the Prophet forbade muta, right? And I gave you a hadith in which Umar forbade muta, and he's saying that Allah's Messenger and during the time of Abu Bakr it was allowed. So whether was it allowed during the time of Abu Bakr and at the time of the Messenger according to this hadith, or was it the other hadith where it was forbidden in Khaybar? Which one am I supposed to take? Because both are sahih according to me.
I will help you. Like I said, you bring a narration from Omar, which We don't say it's a hadith. I even classify what is a hadith. You don't even know what hadith is. I told you what is a hadith. It has to come from Prophet Muhammad. The teachings of Prophet Muhammad, what he taught us, his actions, the things he did, and things he saw and approve it. These are hadiths you are giving me, Omar bin Khattab. Seems like you don't know. And now I will tell you, there are things that Prophet Muhammad even might forbid.
God.
Bro.
You not look. Are you not listening? I said Umar is saying. Listen.
That's not
Umar,
a hadith. You don't know what
look,
hadith is.
Oh my God! Just listen.
You don't even know what hadith is. Now you are here arguing.
Brother,
can you
listen.
go to your Google and type what is
Are you
hadith?
gonna listen? Look.
I'm listening, but you are arguing something that you have no knowledge about. That's the problem here.
Just
you still
listen.
want to push on to something that
You're
is
not listening. You're not listening.
I'm listening,
Umar
but
is
you want
saying,
us to stay on something
God.
that you have no knowledge about.
Yeah, Umar
Yes.
is saying, listen, Umar is saying that during the time of the Prophet, Allah's Messenger allowed this practice, and Abu Bakr's time it was also allowed. Do you understand what that means? Was it allowed during the time of the Prophet, yes or no?
I don't understand. I'm not even understanding your point. I
Yeah,
told you.
because you're not understanding.
Okay, I will-
You're
let me
just listening
explain
to
how-
attack instead of listening.
No, let me help you with a hadith. I just told you. Ali ibn Talib, he said during the Battle of Khaybar, are you listening? Prophet Muhammad forbid them. Was it not during the time of Prophet Muhammad? And this is in Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari, the most authentic books in Islam. So I don't understand what's your point. This one has to come from Omar. For Omar's case, we can take and leave. But Prophet Muhammad, anything that has to come from him, we have to take it. Maybe if there's a possibility, I will help you with some of the narrations. There are things Prophet Muhammad might forbid, but it wasn't in the presence of Omar or Usman or Abu Bakr. But later they might hear these informations that Prophet Muhammad has forbid this, and they will start going by it.
Look,
These things happen. I can give you several occasions where there were things that Prophet Muhammad forbid them, and they don't realize, and their other companions will teach them, will tell them, will inform them that, look, these things Prophet Muhammad has forbid us from doing this, even after the death of Prophet Muhammad. The likes of, I can give you example of inheritance. The inheritance, like your grandmothers, should they inherit from you and all those things. There are so many occasions that even Abu Bakr and others, they have to ask people, did anybody hear from Prophet Muhammad regarding this? We are close. So they might be allowing things, not knowing that Prophet Muhammad has forbidden, but later their companions will inform them that these things were forbidden. So don't bring Omar bin Khattab's statement when we are talking about. Okay, now you can move on.
I'll let you speak for 2 minutes.
You can move on.
Listen carefully to the argument that I'm giving, right? So, the report that you're bringing from Khaybar, right? There's gonna be a chronological issue because the conquest of Mecca during the expedition of Awat and the farewell of pilgrimage, this time is basically after Khaybar, and after Khaybar there's narrations that allow muta, you understand? So there's a contradiction. So either the Prophet either declared it on Khaybar, right, which would be a contradiction, because if he declared this on Khaybar, you wouldn't have narrations after Khaybar saying there's muta allowed, you understand?
Okay, listen to this hadith. It's not a contradiction. Prophet Muhammad said. Muhammad said.
Can you wait? Can you steel man my position?
Yes, yeah. No. You
what
see,
am I saying?
you basically saying it's a contradiction because it was practiced during the time of Prophet Muhammad, right?
This literally didn't track. Listen. Again,
you said it was practiced during the time of Prophet Muhammad. Is that not what you said?
It was also practiced after Khaybar. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, I accept.
Okay, so if people are practicing after Ibn Jurayj, the biggest scholar, your biggest Sunni mutakallimin, you know Ibn Jurayj?
Listen, I'm not saying it was not practiced after Khaybar, but the people who were practicing it, they were not aware that Prophet Muhammad has forbidden it.
No, they were well aware because Khaybar,
Okay,
look, Khaybar
okay.
occurred.
Now let me finish.
Listen, let me. Wait. Khaybar occurred around 7 AH, okay? And then Mecca's conquest was around 8 AH, right? That's 1 year difference, right? After 1 year,
Yes.
after the Prophet basically prohibited it, the people that were present in Khaybar are still doing muta. That means either these people didn't listen to the Prophet and all your Sahabas are basically going against the Prophet, or
Okay.
the Khaybar fabrication is just a fabrication.
Okay. For us, let's stick to the teachings. What is a fabrication? What is not fabrication? It's not relevant at this point. Between Omar and Prophet Muhammad, whose statement is authority? Whose statement is authoritarian?
Sorry, what?
I said between Omar and Prophet Muhammad, who do we take authority from?
Obviously, the Prophet first.
Thank you. Then why are you going to Omar?
Because, oh my God, you don't understand. It's a contradiction because Omar is saying the Prophet allowed it and I forbade it. And you're saying that the Prophet forbade it. Do you understand? Are you
Okay,
tracking?
Prophet Muhammad said it was permissible. Muta marriage is permissible. But Allah has now, on an authentic hadith in Muslim, Allah has now forbidden. It was permissible, yes. Every Muslim accepted. It was permissible, but now it's not permissible anymore.
Look.
So what do
Literally,
you-
Omar verbatim says 2 mutas existed during the Prophet's time.
Okay, now no problem.
And look, he says, and I forbid them, and I prohibit them. He's saying that he is the one that's prohibiting this, and there's no narration before this where the Prophet basically said this is not allowed. So you understand? Why would Omar say this?
You just
Wait,
said,
why would Omar say this?
you said Prophet Muhammad is more authoritarian than Omar bin Khattab. Now, why are you clinging on to Omar bin Khattab when you know that he is not authoritarian when it comes to the religion?
Oh my God, because it's a contradiction. Oh my God, you're not tracking, bro. Like, you're not listening. I can't be bothered. This is sad. Listen, Umar is saying that the Prophet, right, after Khaybar, before Khaybar, whatever time, he never prohibited it, right? And you're bringing me a narration, right, that's saying that the Prophet prohibited it. So either Umar is lying or you're lying. Which one?
Okay.
Is Umar lying?
No, what you mean Omar is lying?
Wait, is Umar lying? Because he's saying, I forbid it, and the Prophet never forbid it. So is he lying?
No. Omar never said Prophet Muhammad never forbid it. It said it happens during the time of Prophet Muhammad. Is that not what he said?
Oh my God. He's saying, I prohibit them. Do you know what that means? I prohibit them. I am the one prohibiting them. What does that mean to you?
Okay. Omar bin Khattab, Prophet Muhammad said in a hadith to follow him and his 4 caliphates. You are aware of that, yeah? The Rashiduns, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Prophet Muhammad has forbidden this. Omar bin Khattab was enforcing it. He said, I will punish. Is there a hadith that Prophet Muhammad forbidden?
If I give you like a isnad,
Can I come? Let me just, you make a point.
Go
Is
ahead.
there a hadith that Prophet Muhammad has forbidden it, which is more authentic than even Omar bin Khattab's own?
It's not more authentic because it's in the same book. Which one is more authentic according to you?
What you mean it's in the same book? It's in
It's in
this
Sahih
narration-
Muslim. I gave you in Sahih Muslim. Are you blind?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, this one is in Bukhari and Muslim. Which book is the most authentic book after the Quran?
Muslim and Bukhari, that's your position.
No.
Oh my God.
I said which book is the most authentic book after the Quran?
Bukhari and
Thank
Muslim,
you.
that's your position.
No. Yeah, I said which book after the Quran is more authentic?
You hold that both of them are very
No,
equally reliable.
you see, no, Bukhari and Muslim, are they the same?
No, they're not.
Between Bukhari and Muslim, which one is more authentic?
You believe it's Bukhari, but you
Thank
also
you.
believe they are similar. You believe they are sisters of each other.
Okay, no,
You
now
want me
let's
to show
move
you
on.
that narration?
Now let's move on. Since I before we get into here, I asked you tapping into Muslim sources, and you have to accept Muslim sources. Since you want to use Muslim sources to refute them, now you have to accept this one, because this one is more authentic than the other one.
Okay, so if I bring you a narration from Bukhari that's basically saying after Khaybar there was people practicing muta, then you'll accept that muta was okay.
No, look, we don't have a problem that people were practicing it. What we are looking for here, was it forbidden? Did Prophet Muhammad forbid this?
Yeah. So
Yes.
so if the
Yes.
Prophet
As long as
Muhammad,
it's forbid and people are practicing today, people are doing those things. You are doing it, does it mean that it has to be permissible? Shias are doing it.
look,
Is it permissible?
it is allowed in the Quran. Yes. Listen.
Sorry?
We don't care about your fabrications. Okay. We only care about what is allowed in the
No,
Quran.
no,
not
now
in
now
the
now now
Hadith.
now now
But
you run
anyways,
into I don't
leave
now you
that
run into I don't
leave
care.
that rhetoric
Now
because
you run
you're
into
the
I
one
don't
that's
care. So
using
what's
the
your next
rhetoric.
point? Now what's your next point?
Let me explain. Look, you're still not tracking. What I'm saying is, yes, the Prophet prohibit it in this
Yes.
hadith that you're bringing me. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
What I'm saying is, it will be contradictory because you have hadith of Umar saying during the lifetime of the Prophet, he allowed this, but I am the one forbidding it. Why is he saying that he is the one prohibiting it? Why is he not saying that the Prophet forbid
You
it?
see,
You understand?
now you twisting words. What did Omar ibn Khattab
Oh
said?
my.
He said, what did Prophet Omar ibn Khattab said word for word?
Two mutas existed during the time of the
So
Prophet.
did he say
And the
Prophet Muhammad?
messenger of wait, let me.
Did he say
I'm
the
reciting your own
messenger?
narration, bro.
Okay, continue.
Just listen to your narration. Like, two mutas existed during the time of the messenger of Allah, and
Okay,
I prohibit them. You understand? Why
okay.
is there an I? Why didn't he just say the Prophet basically forbid them in Khaybar? That's why.
Does it matter? Did the Prophet forbid?
I'll tell you. You want to know why it's a
No, no,
fabrication? I can
no, no,
give you
no,
like
let me come. Now
the
let me come.
hadith criticism too.
No. Now let me come. You don't even know how you. If I ask you how hadiths are even conducted, you are not even to tell me. You
I
just be
literally
formulating.
explained to you
No, you
what
don't even know
hadith
how
was,
hadiths have been
but then
classified and all that. Now
you
let me.
literally
Okay.
I know what is.
No,
You don't
let
know.
me come. Hadith. Hold on,
You don't
hold
look.
on.
What is
Yeah,
wait? What
just
is the difference? Wait. Can you take a Hassan hadith as authoritative? Yes or no?
no. Before we go there, let me just make my
No, I'm
point. We
asking
can
you a
go to
question
about that.
regarding hadith. Since you know so much about
Look,
hadith,
look,
can
look.
I take a Hassan narration as
No. I'm asking
authoritative?
you
Yes or
that.
no?
Let me finish my action. Then you can ask me a question. I'm supposed to
Okay.
ask you. You make a point and saying this has to be a contradictory statement. Is that what you were saying, right?
It is a contradiction. Yes.
It's a contradictory statement. Prophet Muhammad forbid mutamari, but that mutamari exists. Omar said two mutamari exist during the time of Prophet Muhammad. But I'm enforcing it to forbid it more. And I will prove.
I have not been informed.
Forbidden more
Averroes
is
is the one
crazy.
that should be pressing your neck. He's the one that should be asking you questions. Averroes, take it from here before answer will consume all the time.
Look, he's saying he forbid it, right? Forbid it more. Like you're just adding more into the hadith. Like there's no, the more is not present in the hadith. So you're basically adding extra stuff. You're doing tadlis on the hadith. But regarding that, leave that to a point. Since you know so much about hadith and you think I don't know anything about hadith, are Hassan hadith basically considered authoritative? Yes or no?
Yes, they are reliable.
Are they considered authoritative?
Yes, I said yes, they are reliable enough at least.
Oh, okay. So they are
They are good.
authoritative,
Hassan
yes?
mean good. Hassan mean good hadith.
Okay. So the hadith from Khaybar, who is the main guy that's reporting this?
Sorry? Ali ibn
The
Talib.
hadith, no, the chain, bro. In the chain, who's present in the chain? Can you name me the people in the chain?
Yeah, I can look it up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, let
I'll
me
show
check.
you why the chain is a fabrication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I asked you, seems like you went to run
I
to.
believe that the Christians are learning a lot from Averroes here today. They are arming themselves with much more knowledge on how to dismantle the Muslims. That is what I'm picking from the whole engagement. It's as if someone has come. I told you that the one that will scatter the Muslims just came here today for the first time. All this while the Muslims were on holidays. This is
This guy
dangerous.
don't even know what hadith is. He's just running to his Google too.
Okay, sure, buddy. Go ahead.
As we keep laughing, very soon you will start crying. Don't worry, we're
Read
watching.
the chain. Read the chain.
Thank you very much for the Hatmi, our Celestial sister. Sim said, I want to see Perez. I want to see Averos versus Perez. You can see what you want to see with your money on this show. And Sims, anything you want to see is possible. It is your money that will make us to play the film and you start watching. So go ahead and do the needful. Okay, Ansu, don't worry. Averos, deal with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So can you read the
Hadith is
chain?
here. It was Ali ibn Talib that transmitted this hadith from Ali himself to his student, transmitted it to his students in Kufa.
Can you read the... Wait, you can't read the people in the chain.
The people on the chain?
Read the people in the chain. You hear
Hold
what
on,
I'm
hold on
asking
one
you? Read the people, the names in the chain.
I'm trying to look for the people in the chain of narration.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's okay. You don't even need to look. It's okay.
Hold on.
Look, in the chain you have Zuhri, right? Zuhri is considered thiqa by the Sunni scholars, yes? Hello?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'll tell you. In the chain you have Zuhri, and I'm asking you, Zuhri is considered thiqa according to the Sunnis, right? Huh? Hello?
Sorry, you say who again?
Zuhri.
Ansu, please be asking the question where I don't know. Are you not speaking in the spirit or what? This is a verbal engagement, not a human matter.
Ibn Shihab al-Zuhri.
I'm looking for the chain of narration, the chains.
You
People are
don't
in
know
the chain.
Zuhri. Bro, Zuhri is one of the biggest narrators and you don't know who he is? Zuhri is one of your biggest narrators and you don't know who he is.
Just relax, I'm coming.
You don't know who Zuhri is. That's crazy.
Perez, be warming up. It looks like a lock maybe on your end today. You may have a special engagement with this gentleman. Just be praying to your Abraska, the one that gave you revelation. Let's see whether praying to him works.
Okay, now you can move on. I'm looking at the narration.
But you know who Zuhri is, right? Or
Yes,
you
I'm
don't know who
looking at
Zuhri is?
Okay. So what's the point? What makes it wrong?
No, I do you know who Zuhri is? Yes or no?
No, I didn't know him.
Okay, Zuhri, listen, I'll educate you for free. Look, Zuhri is one of the biggest narrators and transmitters of hadith in Sunni Islam.
Before you reveal it, hold on. Before you reveal it, the way you are capitalizing on this, you say his name is Jeffrey.
Zuhri. Z-U-H-R-I.
Was he an armed robber?
Sorry,
No,
what?
don't let him go.
Was he a bandit?
Was he abandoned? What?
No, because it looks like the problem in the narration.
Yeah,
In the line.
I'll tell you why, but I just want to know if he even knows like what he's talking about.
He's saying he doesn't know. This
Now I know he doesn't know like anything. But anyways, look, Zuhri is one of the biggest transmitters, right, for you guys because he's one of the thiqa, which means trustworthy narrators. But the problem with Zuhri is that he is associated with the Umayyad Caliphate. You understand? And the Umayyads, right, are basic. So what he did was he basically served this government, right? He was an administrator for the government. He taught, actually he was the teacher of the Umayyad princess, right? And he was majorly like one of the biggest guys in the Umayyad court, okay? So if this is the case, you don't take from the Umayyad court because the Umayyads are notoriously known for fabricating political motivated hadiths to support their agenda against the Shia, against Muslims, against everyone. Do you understand why we would not take from the Umayyad Khalifa?
No, what I'm trying to understand is, according to all Muslim scholars and all according to Sunni theology, Zuhri is a reliable one, very strong in brain, and he's a reliable one. So because you Shias disprove him solely because he's from the Umayyad side, right?
Yeah, I'm criticizing him because he was
No. I'm
associated.
trying to understand your point. I ask you, how are hadiths narrated?
Yeah,
How do
I'll
they
tell
get
you.
this kind of narration? What do they look into people
Oh
before
my
they
God.
accept their testimonies? You running all the way to Shia sources, which you are trying to use.
I'm not running to Shia
No,
sources.
we
Oh
will
my
later go
God.
to your. No, we will
You're
later get to
tripping.
your.
You're
No, I'm
tripping.
coming. You
I
were
haven't
laughing.
gone to a single Shia source. I'm just
No.
giving you what the
When you
Sunnis. Oh my God. Just mute
okay,
up, bro.
are there any
You're not
Muslims? Are
listening.
there any Sunni scholars? Are
Oh
there
my
any
God.
Sunni scholars that say Zuhri is not a reliable
Yeah,
man?
Zori is not reliable because he himself
According
says,
to who?
look,
According to
look,
who?
look what he says. We disliked writing knowledge until these rulers forced us to. So these rulers that he was under were forcing him to write narrations. Do you understand? He himself is admitting that he was forced to write narrations.
So
Why
what
is he
was the
saying
rulers
that?
forcing him?
Why is he saying that he's forced under these rulers to write
Okay,
narrations?
can you give me a source where Zuhri himself said that people were
Yeah, I
forcing him?
got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Wait, give me a second.
Don't bring
Let me bring
don't
up the
bring it from
source.
the don't give me a Shia source.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
bring you a
from a
Sunni
Sunni
source. Don't worry.
source. Yes.
Ansu, why he's bringing the source? Are you saying that you have not heard this kind of allegation against this Zufri man before?
No, they are according to Muslim sources. This guy is a very reliable, very strong in brain, and all those things. I know where he's going, so I'm just taking him for a ride.
Don't write him.
Stop lying, bro. You don't know. You didn't know who Zohri was before I started.
But that's what
talking
you
about
think. Just let's move on. That's what you think. Let's go on.
it. Bro, you had no idea, bro. Come on, stop lying.
Just move on.
Wait. Say, may God curse me if I knew Zohri before. Say that.
Bro, just move on. Why?
See, you're
As you say
scared.
it.
You're scared.
As you say it and shame the devil.
No,
Say,
it's
may
in
God
Islam.
curse
It's
me
in
if
Islam.
I
It's
knew
forbidden to
Zohri.
be. It's forbidden to be
Okay,
crossing
so
partner.
see, so you're lying. You're not. Now you're lying. Nice. You're lying.
Okay, now let's go. Let's move on.
Ansu, my problem right now is that one, the time is finished. Two, this gentleman is meeting you for the first time and is accusing you of lies. The same allegation that has been placed upon your head here. Does it mean that you are a liar, true?
No, I'm not a liar. I don't lie about Islam. When it comes to Islam, I don't lie about that one.
You
I
lied
can be
about knowing
maybe I can
Zohri.
lie.
I know that.
I can lie.
I know that I do deal with you behind here, and you have been an honorable man in that regard. But I'm just concerned how this young man that didn't know you from anywhere will come here for the first time and be accusing you of the same thing. I'm going to give an extra time for that source to be provided.
Thank you. For me, I don't lie. Oh. Anything I said, I try to